Here's something else I want to go back. I also have my own personal crusade against what I call meritocracy, and I
Yeah.
think when you look at like classical descent, it's all over the place where they talk about it, but it's almost like completely out of our discourse. Talk about that, and particularly amongst the economics profession. That'll probably be the best one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, meritocracy. That's the idea that the people on top are on top because they're the best. They're the most talented, and uh, Republicans have a version of this. The Ayn Rand version, where the people on top are these super entrepreneurs. These fantastic businessmen who have done these great feats of whatever. But the Democrats have their own version of it, where the people on top are on top because they're so smart. They went to good schools, and they believe in this very profoundly, that who you are, how you succeed in life is a reflection of how smart you are, and that's manifested in how you did in school. How you did in school is very, very, very important to them, and so they have this kind of very Ivy League sort of meritocracy. And by the way, Ivy League is not a metaphor for people at top schools. That's really who they choose. People that went to these very particular colleges.
No, I'm in 100% agreement with you. I think that is what kind of opened the way for us to take critique from the right as being elite. I've heard the right call people on the Democratic side elitist or
Yeah,
elite, but
they're
when you have
right
your blinders on,
sometimes.
it's hard to see. But when you look at it objectively, what they're saying is 100% correct. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just had to
No,
get that
but
in there.
you're right. I mean, yes, they are an elite. And you look at Obama's cabinet, or you look at Bill Clinton's cabinet, or you look at the Hillary Clinton cabinet this time next year, and it's all these people from Harvard, and it's all these people who went to Oxford in England. And what's fascinating, what they don't realize when they do this, and they say, by the way, I was very enthusiastic for this approach when Obama came in, because the Bush people were so stupid. Remember Michael Brown? Remember that after Hurricane Katrina?
Oh, jeez.
So when Obama came in, I was like, awesome. We got a smart guy, went to Harvard Law School, and he's going to bring smart people into the government. He was a professor at the University of Chicago, Obama was. I was so happy about this. And he brought in Larry Summers, who was the president of Harvard, and in the most important question that we had, what to do about Wall Street, basically nothing changed. So you go from stupid people to smart people, and nothing changes. And so that was sort of the beginnings. That was the germ of Listen Liberal, when I was trying to understand that. And what I finally realized is that these people are a class unto themselves. This is the professional class. These people at the very top, that's who they
Yes.
are. And if you were to just, say, modify your approach just slightly, like, say, how about you don't choose anybody from Harvard? You choose people from all different parts of the country and all different walks of life. Obama would have had such a different perspective on things. For one thing, you wouldn't have had this crazy problem where all of the people in his cabinet are friends with people from Wall Street, and they themselves worked on Wall Street for a couple of years. Hey, it was just a summer job. I just picked up a couple million, like Rahm Emanuel, just there for a short time. Larry Summers, I only worked there for a little while. But they all did, and they all were colleagues of these people. These people were familiar to them. And
It's almost as if, it's like a clique, like they're a part of a clique, and they all think the
yes,
same, and they
that's
all
it.
represent a same worldview, not having a different experience. It's just kind of like that's their class. That's their class. The people at
That's
the top are
exactly
their
right.
class of people, and so they're going to take care of that, or they're going to see something for, from that perspective, so to speak,
Exactly,
is what you're
exactly.
saying,
It's,
rather
it's
than
that
people from
it's
all
that they,
universities.
they automatically have this sympathy towards the people they think of as their peers, right?
Or people they just identify with in general, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. And I'm sorry. Now I forget where I was going with all this. I mean, but this is the core of what I'm getting at in Listen Liberal. This is what it's all about. These people act as a class. God, I haven't eaten dinner yet.